obsessive to the point where you're just saying it, just saying, oh, like what you're at is the worst place in the world, because it really isn't. I've seen
Every
there.
place has their problems. Everyone.
Yeah, most people in Japan come to move here, and think about
Well,
that for a second.
let's put it this way: if if Andrew's dad didn't come move here to live, we would not have Andrew.
Yeah,
To be honest, I don't even know if he would have came into be he would have been born if that happened. So
yeah,
there's pros and cons to every country. Like
right,
the one thing in particular I like about Japan is the fact that they have the ability to defend themselves. You
right.
even have the Yakuza helping the civilians,
Yep, yep. I've actually
which is
seen I've seen the documentaries on those too.
which is unfathomable that the mafia would actually if if the Italian mob would have done that in the States, it would have been a lot better of a place. But let's put it this way: Japan, the Yakuza help the civilians,
Right,
which in a lot of other countries, their mafias are so dangerous, let alone they're not very friendly to civilians at all, that
right,
they wouldn't have that kind of relationship. Let alone
right,
when the tsunamis in Japan happened, the first people to actually provide relief was the Yakuza. Now that tells you what kind of people they truly are.
yeah,
They, sure, they may be doing a lot of illegal activities according to Japanese law, but let's say this: if I was living in Japan personally, which I'd probably go there with Andrew, but I'd be living up in the mountains, I wouldn't
I'd
mind the
probably go with
Yakuza's
you too.
presence. I wouldn't mind the Yakuza's presence at all. Let's put it this way: we'd have a basically a decent relationship to the point where I'll exchange favors, kind of like I hate to compare myself to Lucifer, but I would exchange favors with them like Lucifer,
Right,
but
but I want to ask you this, man.
I wouldn't be offering people's lives. I want no
I want,
parts of that.
but here's what I want to ask you, something, man. Like, what is it about this country that you like?
Mm, there's a lot of things I like about the states, but there's a lot of those things that the current well, not the current political situation, because it's unstable
But yeah,
at this moment.
let's forget
But
about the political stuff for now.
I'm saying, like, well, the one thing I dislike is the fact that for defending yourself you should still be criminally prosecuted.
Right,
I think that's basically that's basically a terrible there's a terrible process they put in place. If
right,
if somebody's threatening your life and trying to cause you harm, you should have every right under the sun and under the man upstairs and the man
right,
and with the man below to defend yourself, because a lot of times in a lot of times in actual religions they have a particular clause that says you are allowed to defend yourself, and if it comes to the point where that person keeps coming after you after you done messed him up X amount of times, wherever that may be, whatever number
right,
that may be, that if you end up killing them, you give them proper burial and follow proper procedure for their family. That's
right.
that's how the law system should be set up. especially when it comes to self-defense laws. And there should be no particular state that has anything stating otherwise.
Yeah.
Because last time I checked, the laws and religion are actually supposed to be tied together in some way, shape, or form. But the one thing I do like about this country, I'm surprised actually somebody just hopped in.
No, that was me for a second. I didn't know you were
I
filming.
guess I'll load a round of missions or something. That way it's not completely boring. Um, there's a lot of other things. Um, let's see. There's well, one firearms. Even though I detest the weapons,
Right.
since I have my own reasons to detest firearms, because it takes no skill to actually kill somebody with them. And let's put it this way. The downside to firearms is that most people forget to resolve things with their fist. It's kind of why I have a
Yeah.
respect for the Yakuza. Because they'll beat you senseless before they actually draw that firearm.
Right.
They'd rather beat you to a bloody pulp than have to kill you with a shameless weapon.
Right.
This and this is coming from somebody who served in the military.
Right.
Now, and the U.S. military in particular has a code of ethics that follows firearms. You are never to shoot anybody in the back. You will be
Right.
instantly court-martialed.
Right.
Huh. Hold on. I might have done something wrong.
Well, what happened?
Let's see. Might have loaded the wrong file. There we go.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if I'll be able to sleep. I mean, by the time 12 hits, I'll only have like 6 hours and 25 minutes to get some sleep.
Hey, you're doing better than me. When I have to get up at 3 a.m. Well, 3:30 roughly.
Well, I doubt I can sleep at all because here's the thing, since I woke up at 5 p.m., technically, if I were to, technically by the time 1 o'clock hits, it would be 8 hours. And I have to go to work at 7.
Now, the other thing that I disapprove of is how in the how in the British Parliament they were trying to well earlier they were trying to outlaw knives, knowing that something else is going to replace them. The, let's put it this way: the one thing I do like about this country is in its constitution it gives you the right to defend yourself against a tyrannical government,
Right.
or take out the government should they should they become dangerous and try
I
and
think
take.
we've reached to that.
Ooh, you have no idea.
How are you
Plenty
today?
of idea. At this point, we're just all experiments to them.
You know
Guinea
that.
pigs.
You know what I say? I say you can go ahead and you can. I'm like I tell a lot of
Thank
my
you!
military friends the government can go ahead and show up on my doorstep. It's not going to end very well for you. Because I'm one of the people who would rather die fighting than die hiding.
Right.
And considering my inheritance, where I have where I have warrior's blood coursing through my veins, on top of royalty.
Till next time!
I'm nothing. That actually explains why I refuse to submit to authority. At all. If you hadn't noticed that. I don't submit to authority at all.
Take a look at our wares.
Oh shit, let me turn it down.
Hey, come again.
Like I told so many people, oh, like, you can go ahead and try and give me orders, but I don't mean I'm gonna follow them.
Welcome back. Looks like you could do with a good rest.
And because I tell everybody, my days of following orders are over. And there's a lot of situations. This is the reason why I'm not very trusting of the government anyway. Is because the fact is, there was a few situations where they put me in a bind over my let's see. Did I know that? Yes, I'm saving that one there. Saving that. That was cool. There's a lot of very bad situations that, being someone in the military, that they put,
I swear, half your photos are selfies.
Hashtag sorry not sorry.
That they want you to keep quiet about.
Stylish as always. Come now, it's nothing special.
And let's put it this way: the chain of command likes to keep things hidden from you, regardless. And that's one of my things. I know you noticed whenever you say you're going somewhere, I always want to know every last detail, and that's why.
Morning. What's up?
Really?
Get a load of this.
That's a lot of horns.
Someone's been busy.
Serious.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know I left the animal horns. Anyway,
Morning.
there's a lot of things I do like about this country. That I think, there's a lot of things I like about this country that I think a lot of countries should take into consideration, or at least adapt. Like,
Right.
because think about it. Every Asian country
Having a nice morning?
in existence now
Bye now!
has been an imperial system at least once in its entire history.
Right.
Everywhere. Even Europe at one point was. Now let's see.
You know what game I'm excited for, honestly? And I know this is weird, but the only reason I'm excited for it, and I'll tell you in a second, it's got to be the new Assassin's Creed game.
You know, it's funny. I still never even played. I still haven't completed Black Flag or Unity or any.
Don't play Unity, for the love of God. Do not play Unity.
I got that with the Xbox One, and I still have not even started it. I actually
Black Flag, though.
I'm actually trying
I love
to
Black
finish
Flag.
2. I'm actually trying to go back and finish 2. And get all the hidden missions.
Funny thing is that Black Flag, in my personal opinion, is still a superior pirate game compared to Sea of Thieves.
Let's see. actually gonna call the Dahlia over here because I'm not like, I'm not going a far distance on Chocobo. So they tend to get more attacked more often.
You're good.
Right.
You're good. You're good. And stop.
That's actually the first time I've ever
Fun.
shifted
Y'all take
without
care.
anywhere. I normally drive it. I know. I normally either go to everywhere by Chocobo or let's see. Let's see, map point. Spot. No, I'm not going to Hammerhead. I don't see the point of going to Hammerhead at all. Let's see.
It'd be kind of funny if there was actually some Yakuza and well, there's most likely, yeah, they are. They're here
Yakuza in what? In this game?
in America somewhere.
Actually, I don't doubt that I don't doubt that at all. It'd be even more interesting if they actually decided to comment on one of my videos, or at least watch.
You know, it'd be interesting if they did like a foot thing, like the TMNT, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and like they start going into like places in America and they start like getting orphans and everything else, and they bring them to where they're at, train them to be Yakuza.
Actually, they still do that actually.
Well, what I mean,
So
like,
what's next? Ask
I don't
around a
know,
little.
they're just
You mean
purely
making that
Asians
up to knock.
that are in the Yakuza.
If we kept up, I'm pretty sure you beat Yakuza 0.
No, I haven't beaten it yet.
Huh?
No, I haven't beaten it yet.
Well, I'm already at the last mission, but
Right.
but that's why I've been playing it. I've been basically binge playing it. But basically, you've gotten to the part where Tachibana's in play. I'm pretty sure you have.
Right.
Basically, Tachibana is a form of triad. Now,
Right.
the hard part to understand is why the triads and Yakuza are actually working together on something.
Right.
Because last time I checked, there was 2 enemies.
Oh, man! My arms are killing me. Oh,
Do I dare ask why?
But
just been pumping some iron, getting them gains.
Yeah, I think this group's only got room for one musclehead.
Then Gladio better step aside, cause these guns shoot to kill.
To deal with the big threat, and then they're back to the enemies. Or they're having kind of a neutral relationship. But most of the time, it's just going back to being enemies. Which I'm okay with that, because that actually would make sense. If there's a big problem, you take care of it, and then you take care of that problem, and then you.
So what next?
You go back to dealing with your quarrels. But back to the original subject at hand. hate bringing up feminism in anything.
Right.
But I just watched a really good video not too long ago where they were talking about how they talked about a lot of
Ready for more?
stuff that's
You bet.
going on
Let's
with
hit it.
feminism and the fact that it's getting worse and worse throughout the period of time.
What do you say
No.
we take a souvenir shot?
Not now, Prompto.
I think not.
Aw, man.
But like, there's the guy in the video that I watched earlier. That was a 2-hour-long video. Well, he has some pretty valid points. His company's, I think, 21 Studios. They do a lot of stuff in the presentations there. They're talking about how anything relating to men's issues gets shut down by feminists, which is pretty eye-opening in a lot of terms. But back to the situation of Yakuza and all of that. I know I jump around a little bit. I can't help it.
Hey, who's up for a bite?
But, now, the Yakuza are an interesting bunch of people.
Been waiting for you.
I really
I'm willing to bet you're...
think the Yakuza have more character.
Want to help thin out the pest population?
They have more character than a lot of others.
Thank you. Please come again.
A lot of people who... Because I have to say, there are a lot of cowards in the world. Where instead of dealing with their problems head on like they're supposed to, or addressing them, they put them off until they spiral out of control. When you let something spiral out of control, regaining that control is never going to happen. Trust me, I've been there. Considering you've seen what happened. You've seen what happened to me in my life. Oh, that's camping spots. Let's see. That's Hammerhead. Deep Valley. No, I'll stop that. Hammerhead. I want to see if they got any new missions for me. Anything you want to say, Sebastian? Hello? Did you fall asleep, mate? Seabass.
Huh?
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Say it again.
Is there anything you'd like to say? We were talking about things we do like about this country.
I can think. Let's see. Well, as an inner fat guy, the food, that's one. Two,
I
but
still
this is
think there
probably
needs to be more variety though.
yeah.
Considering this is technically a country of people from all different nationalities, cultural
You'd be
backgrounds.
surprised though, man. We have a lot of We have a lot of variety of foods here, though. That's the thing, and that's another thing.
I still have yet to see an authentic Australian or British cuisine place.
Really, British cuisine. Come on, dude.
There
They're
you
not
all
gonna go
are.
that far.
Here's your weapon
Anyway.
now.
Anyway,
Hey,
well,
I wouldn't mind trying
another
British
thing is,
cuisine.
another thing
Because
is,
there's
is one
some
of the,
aspects of British cuisine that's actually interesting.
there's the one part about this
Nice.
country I do
Hand
like
over your weapon
is
and
that
I'll
though
get
it
to
does
work.
have racial problems, but that's basically every country. The one thing it does do good is that it does
All
bring a lot of
right.
people.
I'll give you a call when it's
Brings
ready.
many different nationalities. It brings many different religions here. There's not just like one religion you can just try out like other countries. Like people,
You
like,
slacking
you
off.
see more people like white, black, Latino, Asians, all of them talking to each other at once. And yeah, we do have the groups where it's just white or just black, but then you get those few groups where and there's a lot more of them where like me, you know,
Well, I'm
Aaron,
not
Curry,
anyway.
Kobe, Celine, and
Actually,
we all
don't
just
know.
hanging out one.
Well, no, Kobe's mom, Kobe and Curry's mom is like Southern,
Yeah.
but with that, I don't know too
What?
much about.
But what I'm saying is, dude, is that this is one of the few countries that you can go to like every single nationality in one place, and where everyone can just be like one big, like some good friends. You know
Ah,
what I mean?
y'all brace yourself for power.
That is
Just
true.
think about this. Just think of it like this. If you were in Japan right now, would you even
Wow,
would it be possible
they got
to
a
make,
lot of
like,
different
let's
stuff
say,
here,
a
huh?
Latino friend
That's
or a
how it
black
works.
friend or any other or a white friend?
That's debatable actually. 'Cause- well, I
Not
know,
really, because
I know they're treated differently in Japan, considering 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 people from other nationalities are not very common.
right.
Good to see you again.
And the
Thank
fact
you
that
kindly.
they do have more
Have a look at this, Noct.
they do have
What about it?
more how can I say acceptance of Asian.
I'll cook you up
Asian-
something good. That'll make you feel
people.
better.
Because Asian, there are some amongst Asian cultures there are some similarities.
Right.
Your
It's
boys
kinda,
eating your
and
fill?
It's kind of stupid to
What can I do you
Right.
for?
Right.
me being half Korean, you would
Take your
actually-
pick.
Yeah.
I'm still not fighting that thing. I still
like
wish
I
you
said,
did. I still wish
y'all
you
liked
did
it,
not
come
take
on
over
back.
the game because I would have asked you to help me beat the Animatorus, but you got rid of the game, so there's not really I can do.
Yeah.
And you know damn well I'm not messing with that guy. No matter how strong my characters are, that guy will make me hate life. But back to the subject at hand. I know I keep going on rants and tangents. I still wish we could have. I still wish we could have gotten the first part of our conversation, but oh well. That's no big deal. Anyway, let's see. Now, one thing I wish I can change about the states, one is the vagueness. One, the vagueness in their laws. Oh my God. Have you tried to read any of their laws, even their state ones? Their terminology is vague as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid. Why don't you just be straightforward? That way there's no need to that way there's very little meaning to amend them later. Because that's all what amending laws really boils down to when it comes to state law is the fact that the
Who's up
terminology
for a
has
hike?
loopholes. If you're straightforward about it, if you're straightforward about the terminology, it will be less likely that you have to amend it. That's a side quest. Alright. Let's call those chocobos. Alright, let's see.
Let's go.
I know this is kind of counterproductive. I decided to I decided to call the chocobo.
Thanks for the ride. We'll meet again.
Everybody loves chocobos. Just don't show these guys the edge. Here's how to fix. You get the run chicken. Anyway, enough joking aside. Let's see. Who's that? Oh, it's a fishing spot. I'd rather not go fishing. That's the most boring thing to do. Let's see. I'd rather have your input, Sebastian, since I have been talking most of the time.
Easy now.
Yeah. So what did you want me to say?
Well, if there's things you could change about, well, one, Western society, and two, the United States, what would you change?
Probably the pay probably the pay. Make it possible. Most likely make it possible for a lot of this is what I would do, honestly. The biggest problem with the minimum wage and mostly the part-time job situation is that, well, I have no problem with the part-time. It's that many companies try to use that so they won't give benefits for many of the workers that go with it. Because there are people who work part-time, maybe like 18-something, 20-something hours, and they're never giving any full benefits or anything else like that. And you think, alright, that's fair in some aspects, but there could be problems with that. Prime example, I was a flex, they technically put me as a part-timer backing up our armored, and I didn't have any benefits. But yet they flexed my time to work 30 to something 40, even 60 hours. But I was still registered as part-time. So because of that, I never got the full benefits that was going with it. What I would probably change about this country the most is that to fix this, but also tried to make sure that workers would get the amount of benefits they need to survive. Also, the pay has to be a little bit better, because if the prices of the houses are going up, then each different state should have a good amount of money that goes with it as well.
So
That way, you would have
what
enough
you're
to
saying
survive.
is each state should have a wage that's based off of have a set wage that's that's based off of their standard of living.
Yes. Because every single state has their own, let's say, living prices. There are some states that, like, let's take New York for example. New York, it could take, like, one apartment could be like $2,000 to $3,000 a month.
That's something Mod Faces was telling me a while ago.
So what they should be doing is they should give a job where it's affordable to, like, do that. It's affordable for them to stay alive, and basically not only that, but also to live at home. Because here's the thing: if you notice, like, the Japanese, they would do this as well. Many of their jobs that they go to are very affordable. They can go right to it. Another thing I want to bring up, because there's going to be a few others. There's another thing. Free college education.
Well, yeah.
Because
if you want if you want national debt to go down, you're gonna have to basically make an economic situation where where your workers are skilled enough to actually be in the higher tax brackets.
Right. And the problem is, man, is that our education, though we do have some great education here in America, don't get me wrong.
But
colleges, at least.
It's overly run by one political influence. It should not be politically influenced at all.
The problem is with that is that, man, is that college can cost too much, and some people are still suffering from it. And even when they finally finish college, majority of the time, they're not going to get the job they want to. What they should be doing is after college is helping them find these individual jobs that will interest them to go to it. Not just say, okay.
Well, basically, how I see how college should be done is one prerequisites and bullshit.
Another thing.
I'm gonna point that out.
Stop wasting people's time with classes that they clearly did not go to.
At least we can buy weapons here.
If they want to learn that certain class, of course they want to go to, let them learn that. And if there's another class that has to be involved with it in order for them to get to that, that's fine. But other than that, don't waste their time making them pay more money for classes that's not even beneficial to their their career goal.
Hey there, brother.
Hi?
Don't act so surprised. I know a fellow hunter
Now,
when I see
one
one.
thing I want to add on to what you said
as
was
my brother,
one.
I was hoping you might take care of a little problem for me. A problem
One
named
of the
Melusine.
problems with college here,
A real pretty lady who appears at the
besides
Vesper
the,
pool in the dead of night,
political
luring in fellas who
influence.
can't see she's a demon in
money.
disguise. She's
Well,
already had her way with
to
a
add on to
handful
the
of
money
hunters.
topic.
What do you say? Avenge your brothers?
Fine. Anything for the family, right?
The
Attaboy.
problem with the
Good luck.
colleges here is that even though this is a very capitalistic country, I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
It's a very capitalistic country, and let's see, where did he go? There's a lot.
I don't know.
Basically,
Isn't it wrong to lay your hands on a girl?
If she's really as irresistible as they say, you'll be lucky if...
Capitalist, right? So, I know I'm losing my train of thought here. But let's see. Trying to figure out where I need to go for this little side quest.
You can keep your hands
But
off her.
also another thing I wouldn't
remember,
mind having
we're
in
dealing
every
with a
single
demon.
job as well is like
Try
maybe
to
like a
keep your
little gym,
hormones
you
in
know what I
check.
mean?
Easy now.
Well,
Sound weird.
obesity is definitely a problem.
Yeah.
I'm 100% in agreement.
Yeah. Because let's be completely honest with ourselves, man. And here's the thing. America does have some people who do look good, they work out and everything else, and that's great. But
thanks,
then
buddy.
there's the other half.
I try to work out. It's not always possible. Great. Oh,
But
hold on.
yeah, especially with your job, especially with the job and everything else. What I'm thinking, what they should do is that they should try to like tell people to limit their way of eating and everything else. Like basically try to get people to control themselves. Because the biggest problem we have here is that
Better make
you have a lot of obesity in this country, and people wonder why. Let's take a look. Think of this. Think of all the prices, the doctors and everything else when they put in so much money just to go to. Yeah, everything is overpriced. If you were to do a rule where basically all Americans have to basically try to, you know, work out, try at their job, they're required to go like work out in a certain place. It could even be like there could be two different kind of breaks. There could be your lunch break, and there could be like a 30-minute workout break.
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, and that's all you already need, 30 minutes a day. You keep doing that, I guarantee you, many workers will lose a lot of weight. They'll be incredibly healthy, and not only that, the people in the doctors and the hospitals are gonna be pissed off, but fuck them.
Thanks for the ride.
Maybe they'll put down their prices then.
Nice
But
ride
other
with
than
you.
that, a lot more people in America would be a lot healthier, and we wouldn't be considered like this very fat country. Now, don't get me wrong. There are countries that are even worse with obesity compared to us. And that's saying a lot.
Let's go.
But
That onto your comment about the colleges.
right.
For one, don't require classes that have nothing to do with what you're going to know in the workplace.
I just said that. I just said that.
I'm adding on to it. Two,
Okay.
for the pricing issue. One,
Right.
if you're gonna be training future workers, don't make the
It's a little chilly.
the cost of teaching them, training them to be more than what they're made, let alone more than
Or better yet, how about this? Make the government pay for the fucking education. Because they've done this with
subsidize it.
where it's or at least bring down the price where it's a prime example. You know how much Ireland's college is? How much? Yes, how much?
I got it!
There's some colleges, man, that only cost like $2,000. Time.
Prompto's here!
I'm just the thing.
And the thing
Where'd
is,
you learn that one, Knock?
you got France colleges are 100% free.
Stomach's rumbling.
Let's wrap up this rumble.
How is that one of the countries? Yeah, we can't get
We're on
us.
the same page.
Close it out, Claudio.
How's that possible?
There's another
No use hanging around here.
For one, if you're not gonna make it free, at least make it affordable for
Affordable. Right. But
for the person going, let alone don't offer loans. Because
no, I'm not even gonna bother taking those loans.
no, I'm saying
Fuck that.
don't offer loans to somebody
Easy
that
now.
doesn't have the ability to pay
Money
for
to
that.
get it. Because that was the thing, one of the reasons why I left CR England, because they were trying to loan me a truck. I'm like, fuck, no, I'm not loaning this truck. I'll never pay it back at this point.
CR England, huh? Now, another thing is, for the cost of, for one of the things that would benefit the whole schooling process is have people from the industry come, have people from the industry come to teach the,
Another one to wrap up quick.
Good chance to earn some experience. Is this a game to you? Sort of. Just trying to level up here, dude. Excuse me? Hey!
Sorry!
Got it on its last legs!
Let's put it out of its misery.
Swift and painful!
Which one is gone?
Hands now!
to a
Dun,
degree.
dun, 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 dun.
I'm okay with it, right? One.
This
too
sounds
much
like you're having
disparity within
fun.
Classes. Period. It's too much. They made.
Also,
They made.
better-
Hold on, let me
better
finish
f-
with that. Let me finish with that before I
Sorry.
lose it.
Alright.
Two, they made everything computerized. And a math course. That's
I remember
stupid.
I had computer math class. Yo, I remember I had computer math class in high school, man. That was the most easiest math course I've ever had in my life.
No, I'm saying like everything's computerized except for
The hunt is on.
Right.
Here we are. Ignis! Find me.
Outstanding!
Right.
Just nothing!
We all good?
A lot
Better
of the
than good.
industries are starting
Good to go.
are starting to shy away from taking degrees because they're starting to become useless.
Right.
Because they have no merit. They have no merit in the field you're doing. They
Right.
have. They basically don't teach you anything you need to know in the industry anymore. And two, I noticed, statistically speaking, a lot of people who go for certain majors can't stay in those majors because the fact that they decided to make a lot of classes that have
Let's go.
nothing to do with what you'll be doing in the professional industry.
Right.
Which to me, you basically all the most of the colleges game plan is to squeeze as much money out of you as possible, and not actually care about your success
Thanks for the ride.
and well-being.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Why do you think a lot of people don't particularly go to college anymore, man? Because, you know,
Hey, let's put it this way: I didn't go back to college for an entire year.
Right.
because I didn't see the for someone who used to take, I guess, close to 16 credits a semester.
Right.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was balancing between 14 and 16 credits a semester. This is back when
Nice.
I decided to take architecture.
Right.
Now, last time I checked,
Last thing I need now. Eyes peeled, mouth closed.
the other architecture.
The Prince of Pain.
Yep.
Done with this ring.
Right there. No big deal.
How does how is it most cost effective?
Right.
Now, the reason why I did so poorly, and well, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I didn't do so well in one of the designing courses because one basically they had me fooling around with this Google SketchUp program, which crashed like non-stop. Like as soon as you
Easy now.
no, like as soon as you start making
Say your prayers. Oh, sorry about that. Oh yeah.
they did not show up. Basically, it would randomly erase things. It would take forever just to even load the program. If we got everything to stay, it was too easy. It was actually very easy for things to look exactly right, but you zoom in on it, and it's just and there's like a slight mistake that can basically make or break a project. There's a lot of things wrong with that program, and the worst part is it's a Google program. My thing is, I can understand having a 3D rendering program, but why use SketchUp? That's the worst. I'm sorry, Revit and if you want 3D rendering, you could use Revit. You could use Maya, because Autodesk programs are used in the professional industry of architecture. I've spoken to architects about that, so I have a pretty decent knowledge of that. To be honest, I still love architecture. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I still love the industry. I still love I actually still love I still love everything about architecture. The fact that
Yeah, it's hot.
Then lose the jacket.
You can basically be creative with the stuff, with everything. Just make sure it functions and lives up and lives up to building.
Right.
Oh, you can even make I had this crazy idea of actually designing a business structure for commercial use. And my idea was to make it make it basically look like a, make it look like a, you know, like those old, what the hell those cars, those trees are, where it look like they're, where it looks like now the branches are spiraling around the trunk.
Right.
Oh, nice here.
I had the crazy,
Makes me want to take a nap.
the weirdest idea of making a building like that, designing the entire lot. But basically,
Say your prayers.
architecture is you just really just try to throw a rock at it.
Together.
None the worse.
Bring on the next
Saying
one.
that both of my instructors from back when I took the course the first time were hypocrites, but there was one that was hypocritical of everything I did, and I couldn't find out why.
Let's go.
Now, when I took this class again, I basically sought out as much help as possible. But that was one of the semesters where I ended up losing my flash drive, so I couldn't really complete everything within the time period. So that one was partially. But the thing about that is basically the school had the flash drive for about a month now, right? We had the flash drive for about a month and didn't even tell me. They didn't even look on the they didn't even look in the content of the flash drive to find out who owned it. They just had it in the lost. They just had it at the security desk for that entire month period.
I suppose I was.
Who are you, and what did you do, Iggy?
My lips will seal.
And I basically started that project completely over from almost scratch. And then towards the end of towards like I think the last 4 weeks.
You might want to stock up on potions and stuff.
Nice.
You're
being helpful for a change.
What do you mean for a
I was
change?
a bit pissed about that. Because basically I was playing catch up at that point. And I already knew that there was no way in hell I was going to be able to make up that lost time. Because they had the entire flash drive for an entire month. And didn't tell me. And now they saw me with the flash drive.
Nice riding with you.
This is like that's just like the one time I lost my headset in the cafe. They basically they told me not even 3 days that they had my headset. That's telling you something. I think there's a little miscellaneous, there's a little mischievous intent behind that. But that's just my personal opinion. Considering you see somebody with a flash drive in their hand every single day, and when they ask you about the flash drive, you don't tell them.
Greenhorns, huh? If you're hungry, the food we serve's just like Mama used to make.
You wait an entire
You got
month.
questions? Shoot.
You wait an entire month to tell them you've had their flash drive the whole time. That really burned my bridges.
What can I get y'all?
What we got here? Let's see. more ranting about school. I know I'm ranting a lot. I know you're laughing at me. I know you heard me ranting for like a good 9 hours about. I'm over exaggerating about the rant on the whole flash drive thing, but that really annoyed me to no end.
Oh yeah. Just let it all out, man.
Because I spent $50 on that flash drive, right? You know the OTG monster, the monster flash drive I carry around all the time. The black one where I remember you seen me with the pocket knife cut a gash in that flash drive. You remember that, don't you? Basically, I identified it by cutting a gash with my survival knife into the flash drive. Nobody else can claim it as theirs.
Look out, stomach!
Nobody's crazy enough. Nobody's really crazy enough to do that but myself. But me being former military,
I dare say I could make this a camp.
Me being former military, I've learned to always keep a blade on your person. This guy sprawled the hell out.
Here's what's on the prowl.
But
go get him.
Let's see. Now, there's another rant. There's another rant pending about the competence of some of the teachers in these colleges.
Stay sharp.
Some of, like, there's some individuals that I think should lose their teaching license.
Easy now.
Because there should be no reason why
gas stations are the same wherever you go.
Biased.
That one looks more like the gas station in Time for God.
Look a tad out of place in the Crown City.
Gotta love that.
Two, they can't handle criticism or challenge to authority. Let's put it this way. I've served in the military. Let's put it this way. I've endured 13 weeks of hell. Which is basically basic training in the Marines. I can't disclose anything I've done it. Because I did a lot of classified things. And let's put it this way. I don't want them showing up at my door because I'm gonna hurt somebody if they show up at my door threatening me. Because I'm not one to take threats.
The sun's colder today.
Yeah, getting pretty dark out here.
Come on, guys, let's go find somewhere to crash.
Especially threats of bodily harm. If you verbally threaten me, I don't care. Once those words turn into action, that's when it becomes a problem. That's just a part of me. In my life, I've been through things that I'd rather not disclose to you. I'm pretty sure, Sebastian, you already know. You already know. I've already explained to you the things I've endured in my childhood. Not only that, I'm basically I've lived through both my parents working.
Thanks for the ride.
Very meticulous.
Nice riding with you.
I pick up everything.
Let's go.
Ooh.
How should we do this, Noct?
Just do whatever.
Not helpful. Don't die on me.
Care to hear my plan?
Give me the short version.
Brilliance cannot be summarized, I'm afraid.
Some individuals and
That's it.
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
Can't wait to try it.
oh my god. Who's laughing in the background, man?
That's a show I'm watching.
Because that was, I'm sorry, that laugh was just absolutely perfect. Like before before he started laughing, Ignis was like, "That's it. I've come up with a new recipe."
Here's what
Remember, we used to
Gary.
make all sorts of jokes about that.
Suppose we take them out by Could you propose a way to finish this faster?
I don't know why we never I don't know why we stopped.
I'm sorry,
Don't
but
be late.
Ignis used to take the weird character on him. I'm pretty sure a lot of people. Actually,
What can I say?
Buzz off!
On cover.
What's the word? So far, so good.
Here I am!
You okay, Specky? I'm fine.
There's so many puns you can do. Like, okay.
Go for it. I'll back you up, Noct.
I'm counting on it.
He's really freaking okay.
This one's no joke.
Gotcha!
Well, here we are.
Noct, back me up.
Uh-huh.
Quick and easy.
Close it out, Gladio.
You mean to tell me I killed them all with the ring of music?
Let's go.
Indeed.
Let's see. What else? What is that? What else critiques do I have for college?
Easy now.
Oh, this is a list. I got one for you. So colleges stop wasting money on dumb shit. Let alone changing the syllabus and curriculum for. Change the curriculum.
Thanks, buddy.
For a lot of the courses. I've had a friend who was doing, who was like myself, except he just got up the military a couple years before I did. And he waited to go to school. He read.
No way we're taking that thing on.
No turning back.
Nope.
His ability is poor.
Clean glasses.
Capital idea, locked. Apologies.
Got him on the ropes now.
Oh yeah.
Well, then the previous in the last couple
Knocked.
of years,
Overhead.
I think, well, actually,
Really? Again?
That's for the wicked. Target the enemy's blind side.
I know.
Roger.
What? Whoops. See ya. Get back. See ya.
what
can I say?
And then they decided to give him the ultimate middle finger by changing the requirements for his major in order for him to graduate in his last year. So basically,
Let's go.
he had to spend another couple of years at the school.
Not a lucky day.
We got company.
Just
Wizard
because
loves
they kept
company.
changing it, they couldn't make up their mind. I think no school should have the ability to do that. If they're like a couple of classes away from graduating, they can graduate. Honestly. There's no need for you to change the course at all around at all. Wow, they're like a few credits away from graduating. That doesn't make any sense. Sebastian, your input. Hello. Sir.
Say your prayers.
Archaea. Oh,
See ya.
Just the thing.
See ya. Say your prayers.
what's your input?
About what?
Jojo. How about this?
I ain't gonna lie, I kinda blacked out at one point.
Right there.
I was just watching Gary and the demons
All in together now.
How about this? What are you doing here, Aranea?
I was out taking down some demons and just happened to be
What's
in the
input?
area.
Because there are so many
Lucky
of
for
them.
us.
You can say that
What
again.
else should we?
The
what
demons
else
are
do we
done
wanna
for, so I'll be on my way.
Thanks for the help.
I don't know.
No problem. Take care, Highness.
That's a good question, ain't it? Well,
Every
there's no way I'm
country
gonna
has
go.
its problems.
Huh?
Every country has their problems.
Yeah, pretty
Easy
much.
now.
It's just
I
a
didn't
matter
even
of
think about it.
it's just a matter of trade-offs at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. It's basically the
Everything I
pros and the
need now.
cons.
Eyes peeled, mouth closed.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let's put it this way. Student debt is, in my opinion, the worst thing in the world. Because a lot of people never actually pay off their student debt, and that very debt can be passed on to their children. Personally, I think that the debt should die with them. Who wants to pay their parents' debt? Like, seriously. Well, actually, I don't have to pay my mom's debt because she's married. So I get off scot free. That's the loophole of that's one of the loopholes. If you actually get married, then even though I still think that's a terrible policy altogether. Because why should somebody's husband actually inherit your debt? Your debt should stay your debt. Same thing for kids.
Not much to look at.
At least we can buy weapons here.
My thing is,
Thanks for the ride.
if you accumulate the debt, it should be your
Nice
responsibility
riding with
to
you.
pay it, nobody else's. Don't you agree?
What happened?
I was saying, I was talking about the whole student debt issue.
Oh yeah.
Hey, back for more?
Like I was saying,
Well,
if
that was quick.
Somebody's student debt should not be passed on to the next person via marriage or even to their children when they
Oh
pass
yeah,
away.
that's basically bullshit.
How have you all been lately? You got what it takes?
Me and you agree on that.
It's bullshit, man, because what if that kid wants to go to college? That means now he has to pay off his
This one?
college fees and his father's.
Or mothers, depending on who inherits it from.
Roll up them sleeves now.
Or both, who knows?
Yeah.
Or, oh my god, or both.
Now, there's one loophole to that. You learn about that loophole?
Keeping your nose to the grindstone?
Basically, that loophole is if you get married, their husband automatically inherits the debt. Which I still think that's
what are you after this time?
Terrible. Considering that's making a lot of people
See you later.
reconsider getting married because you end up inheriting somebody else's debt, knowing that you have your own debt you have to deal with. You know what I mean? Let's just say okay, it's daytime. It's daytime.
You ready to rumble,
that,
Knox? In King's Night? Oh yeah, I'm game.
In that case, I'll join you.
let's just say basically you get married and you get married to somebody. They should be responsible for their own debts. not the person who married them. And a lot of times, the spouse will hide their death.
The gang's all here, see? Us?
Okay, I'm saving that one because Ignis looks like he's trying to force choke Prompto.
Huh.
Let's see,
Gentiana again.
What? When was she here?
She wasn't. This time, I'm sure of it.
The plot thickens.
Okay. That one's creepy, so I'm gonna save it. Any subjects you want to cover?
Yeah.
The refurbishing's complete. Come and get it.
Hello?
Here.
Is there any subject you would like to talk about, Mike?
Good
Not
morning.
really, to be honest with you. I mean, I think if we were to talk about this, we'd probably be talking about this all night, and then I would probably be kind of depressed if I'm going to be honest with you.
Why's that?
Because we're talking about everything that's wrong right now, and it kind of bums you down.
Let's go.
We can always change that subject. Now, I have a potential subject. What do you think? This goes for all the countries we know about. What ideas do you think was a very good idea, but was poorly executed? And how would you go about executing it if you were the one in charge?
Oh, nice here.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good Does that sound like a good subject? Hello? Talking to you, mate.
Cut!
Derp.
Here.
You are not even paying attention.
No, not really.
Okay, I will restate the question.
Okay.
What? This time, please pay attention.
Okay.
This goes for all countries that you have information about.
Right.
What things
Any
do you
plan of
think,
attack? Plow right through them? I'll circle around.
what things do you think that were a good idea that the country tried to do before the
Let's clean him up quick.
Never knew what hit him.
or do you change it so that it actually does
What do you mean?
if it's policies, laws, cultural things.
Right. Well, for one thing, how do I say it?
Since this isn't really a negative thing. What?
Oh, you just want like freedom of speech. I think that's a great law.
But basically it's based off of what do you think the country had a great idea with, but was poorly executed, and what
Freedom
you
of
would do to
speech.
change it.
Donald Trump is doing that every day. He's abusing it so much. But I do agree with freedom of speech.
Hey, I have no quarrels there. Even though YouTube's probably gonna censor my video.
Ready for this?
Actually, they do well, that's Okay, let's talk about, let's talk about, let's say if I mention that feminism's wrong, that makes sense. Let's put it this way. I can easily just take my brand and I have no problem doing it. That's one thing about this country. One thing about this country is its collaboration.
Just the thing.
There's a fact that leads me I wouldn't mind having a shoe that just pop out of nowhere. So there's a reason behind that. One, my body's very tolerant to extreme cold.
Magnificent.
Hell yeah!
My body's really tolerant to cold.
Got it. No one is your nice guy.
Still, happy. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm very straight man. I'm straighter than all the words in the world.
Seems Prompto's been intoxicated.
That's great. Gotcha!
Gladio's looking rather pallid.
Put it this way, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Nothing wrong with doing all this
All that training. And this is the fruit of your labors.
Hey, Ignis!
Just the thing.
Wouldn't expect.
Prompto, you're up! Oh, hi there, opening! Gladio, do it!
Observations? Worry about yourself.
That's it.
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
Can't wait to try it.
Oh my god. Here we go again. Oh, here we go. Ignis with his 100,000th recipe. Every time we randomly pick up an item, it's like, that's it. Come up with a new recipe. And yes, I know I sounded exactly like Ignis. Don't judge me. Remember, I can do voice acting. You done?
Now make me my damn dinner.
Rather sultry.
Yeah.
I actually got to party, and I would just be like, that's it. I would be like, that's it. I've come up with a new recipe, and then just leave. that would so mess with Curry's head. Phil would actually laugh.
Although some would probably be like, what is he talking about? about.
They wouldn't know what I'm talking about until I see this live stream.
Yeah, it's hot.
Then lose the jacket.
I see what it means.
Well, since you talked about the live stream now, they're gonna know eventually.